Zephyr RTOS. Zephyr RTOS. We'll go through in detail all the installation steps and the websites where we should uh, go for the steps. So first of all, search the Zephyr in Google and go for the Zephyr projects. Here you will see the latest release is Zephyr 4.0. You will see all the features here, which are the boards they are supporting. So once you are familiar with the Zephyr and those features, go into the getting started guide. On this website, you will see all the steps which are required to install Zephyr in any of the OS. In this video, we will go in details to install it for the Windows system. So first of all, we should install the CMake Python and device compiler. I'll go in detail how to install it and how we can make sure that it is installed properly. So first thing is let's go to CMake. So in this website you can download the CMake and install it. I've already downloaded it and installed it. So if it is installed, then what you can do, I'll show you. So the installation I've downloaded is Windows X64, and once you click on this, we have the CMake. Then after, other requirement is Python. So just click on the Python, and here you will find the downloads. You can download it, clicking on it. Then you can install it. We'll also see how we can make sure that install successfully. So once you follow all these steps, you will have both the CMake and the Python installed. We'll again go to the main website. So now you have the CMake, you have Python, and the device compiler. So the first thing is for building the uh, code for any of the board like ESP32, the Nucleo board, or any other board. We do not require the compilation in the device tree, but the concept for any peripheral, for example, or it can be EDC, or if you are accessing the probes, then you will require the pointer of that device. So that pointer have all the information which is included as a device. I'm not going to the details of device tree, but if you are interested, you can put your comments and I'll create a video on the topic of device tree. So let's move forward. But for the installation, do not require device tree. Okay, so once you have all these two things installed, how you can check that is installed properly? Then go to the search bar and go for the PowerShell. So these things can be done with CMD also, but for better results, I would suggest to go for Windows PowerShell and put it as a run as administrator. So two things we have installed here, CMake and Python. So let's go for CMake and check for it is installed. So you will see if you put this command CMake test as version, you will see the CMake version. Let's check Python. So now we have both the required tools, CMake and Python installed. If you have any difficulty on installing both the systems, put your doubts as a comment and check and reply to solve it. let's move forward. So now the first thing we are good with the installation of the dependencies. Now the next installation is
chocolatey we require. Here the instructions is to do it with CMD, but there are some errors you will face with CMD. So I would suggest to go for PowerShell and do the installation inside it as a administrator. So once you are coming in these steps, what I would suggest, you have already you have already installed the CMake and the Python. The next thing is the chocolatey installation, and for that one, I would suggest just copy this and you can paste it here. So this is the way I think you should do the steps for all the chocolate installation. I'll show you some of the examples here how it has been done. So for example, when I entered this command, this is the steps it should follow. Then for the next command, which is there in the website, this choco install, you can also do the same steps, copy it and do the installation. So if you do this, then you will have the steps done. And at the end, you will see all the installed features with this chocolatey installation. So you should get this uh, details for all the features or the tools which are installed with this. Okay, so I think we are good with this chocolate installation. If you face any difficulty, just put and comment. I'll check and come back for the solution. Next thing is get Zephyr and install Python dependencies. And here we are cloning the Zephyr. So same thing here. Uh, you can open the Windows PowerShell and you can follow the steps which is mentioned as cmd.exe. You can use the PowerShell. So first of all, these things of creating a virtual environment is not mandatory. You can do it without it. And let me show you that one as well. So you can see here, you can directly write pip install wisht and it should do all the things and install the wisht. There will be some of the errors. I will also show you how to solve it. So once you install the wisht, uh, how to check whether the wisht is installed or not, I'll come to that one. So if you are not creating any virtual environment, you can skip this step 2 and step 3 and directly jump to the step 4, and you can copy this and install this command. So once you do this, then as I see here, if you copy this command and execute it, you will see all the things. I think it will take more than 15 minutes to complete all the things. And once you have it, this is the last thing that it will ask for pip upgrade. It is not required, but this is the last step you will see. And if you would like to check whether it is installed successfully or not, what you can do is you can directly write paste and you will see all the things here. So now we are ready with this fourth step. Now for fifth step, it is asking for waste init Zephyr project. Uh, in these steps, it is downloading the complete repository from GitHub for Zephyr project. And this is also a very uh, a long downloading process. It will take more than 15 minutes. So once you do this, you can check the Zephyr repository. I'll also show here. So for example, in these steps, Zephyr init. Yes. So once you write waste init Zephyr project, you will have all the things installed here. And this is the last step where this Zephyr project is created. So I'll go to this path, C Windows System 32 Zephyr project. So you will see here Windows System 32 Zephyr project. This is the complete repository of Zephyr project. Uh, so once we do this init project, we go inside the Zephyr, and the last step is to do the waste update. And once you follow all these three steps, you will have the repository here. If I go to this repository, you will have the bootloader, modules, tools, and Zephyr. I'll show you where are the samples we have. So go to Zephyr. You will have the samples here, and go into the basic and go to Blinky. So this is the first example we will build here. Uh, Before that, let's see if any steps is pending here. So this sixth step is not required. Seventh step is also not required. So from fifth step, we are capable to build any uh, example to run for any board. So we are good with this. So as I said, just install up to the fifth step. Now go into the installation of Zephyr SDK. These steps, rather than going on this path, which will might create problems for you because it is not going to the right directory. So it is better to find out where this Zephyr project is created. So for me, it is in the Windows System 32 Zephyr project. And as we are going here in Zephyr project, Zephyr, run this waste SDK install command. Once you do this, we are good to run the Blinky sample. So for this building the Blinky sample, again it is asking for Zephyr project Zephyr path. So as I said, rather than going with this path, you can directly go to uh, the Zephyr project where it has downloaded the complete repository. Go to Zephyr. So in System 32, you will see the Zephyr project. You will see the Zephyr, then samples, then basics, and Blinky. What you can do is directly write here CMD. So let's take an example. You would like to blink it for Blinky example for Nucleo board. So how you can build it? So first of all, we should find out the board. So you can write waste board. So the problem here is it is not waste board, but the waste boards. So we'll see all the list of available boards here. So for example, let's build for this Nucleo board. So just remember this name. And the first thing is we should have the build command from this link. I'll copy this directly. I paste it here. So in this example, as we are directly in the Blinky, you can see here we are directly in the uh, Blinky path. So do not require this. And on this board name, you just need to replace the board we require. So for example, we require here Nucleo H743ZI. Copy this and here space and paste here. So the complete command will be look like this: wished build dash p always. Dash b is nothing but the board name, and last thing is as we are already in the Blinky, we do not require the path. So if we are in the Blinky, the command should look like this: wished build dash p always and dash b Nucleo underscore H743ZI. If you would like to know in details about the features of building, or I would say the options for building, just comment your questions and I'll try to create a separate video for this. So once you have this command, just press enter. As you can see for CMD, this will not work. Let's try the same step in the PowerShell. So first thing is I should go to the path where the Blinky application is installed. I'll copy this. I'll go to the PowerShell. And now the command we have given in the CMD. Let's copy this command. And let's check in the PowerShell how it is behaving here. So as I entered this, I can see all the steps coming. So for any of the Zephyr projects for boards, the important part is the DTS file. I'll create a separate video on how to use the DTS file, but it contains all the informations about peripherals, all the memory informations. So whenever you want to interface any of the peripherals, you need to check the device tree information inside this file. So if you have any questions, just put your comments and I'll create a separate video on this DTS file. You can see here the boards we are capturing for building. Tada! So now you have the complete build and it is successful. This is the flash used and this is all the memory information. So once you have all the build successful, you just need to write wished and flash. I do not have the hardware right now. I'll create a separate video to install the binary file or the X file into the board. But if you have it, you can just write wished flash and it should automatically flash the ELF file into the board. But right now I do not have the hardware. So once I have it, I'll create a separate video on flashing the application in the board. So